forgot that I had all this laundry in you. Haha. Okay. I'm too tired to worry about it. Hi, relatively speaking. Um, so hi everybody. Happy Friday. I hope today was restful and or productive for y'all. Um, had the interview today for the incubator for community stuff. I think I mentioned it. At least I know I did in the guild, um, or at least I mentioned it at some point on stream on Wednesday. I think um, time is time is soup and brain is soup. Um, I basically came home, conked out, High Cat Wizard, and then I came home, conked out, and then woke back up afterward. Um, I think it went well. I think we did a good job. Um, they're short as far as like interviews go, but basically after all was said and done, I went napped, and now I am mostly good. Um, so now the main thing to deal with is good point. I just spoke to nothing got EP. Happens. So it looks like there weren't any major. Um, it looks like there weren't any major changes in the tri patch. Um, so words are hard. It looks like there weren't any major changes in the strive patch, so I'm not walking straight into sorry, I'm looking at like Nintendo Switch stuff. Alright. I haven't been watching Shy lately, I'm not current on it. Yeah. Yeah. So depending on how it goes, I may also just say fuck it and let's play Street Fighter. Um, so in fact, let me go put that in the stream title. It says now developing blockbusters that didn't change. Sorry. I don't know. I realize that we haven't had a stream since the most important fighting game news that I could possibly have received, which is that we now have a release date for Elena. So, fuck it. Friendship ended with my Elena is going to be my new friend in June. There are a couple of other things I need to make sure are absolutely sorted out by the time June comes around, or or in I'm in deep. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I don't want to get into that on stream. That's a lot, and I would rather. Today is a vibing sort of day. So and okay, right. Going back to Olivia for a second. I know people are like giving Capcom a bunch of shit about the way that her hair looks, but we only have like we have a couple angles of it. I don't think they'll change it necessarily. Also, I'm like, I don't know. They want to do something different. Like this is the thing that okay, this is the perspective I'm taking, right? I forgot to cue the update. So this is the. Do I have the season 4 pass? I don't think I do. I don't. Or do I? No, because I have. Do I have Dizzy? I don't remember. I don't think I have season pass 4. I might have skipped it because I may not have had the money. It's like not deep in that. Elena. So with Elena's hair, a lot of people are saying that. Forgot to mute the microphone. Okay, I forgot to move the microphone, that's why. The long and short of it is that basically the main complaint from what I understand is just that with the way that the cut looks, her bangs look fucked up mostly to a lot of people. Like her bangs look fucked up and doesn't look good. Something like that is essentially what I have heard from people insofar as how they feel about it. That's my general understanding. I could be wrong, but yeah, my general understanding is that most people are like, yeah, like it just doesn't look good with the way that it's like lopsided and everything, which is, you know, fair. Hang on a second. Game capture this thing, and then we need not that window. I need this. I'm having a hard like that's the thing mostly, right? Like we have what we've seen in her trailer. We have what we've seen in her trailer, right? We have what we've seen in her trailer, and we have the images that they showed, the like animations of her drawn in 2D that were in the season 2 announcement trailer. That's basically all we've got, as well as the image shown at the end of that season 2 trailer way back when Bison was like due to release. So basically what I'm saying is that people are making these judgments based on only what we've seen so far, and they're like, it looks bad. And I'm like, we haven't seen it in a fight, and we haven't seen what it looks like from the angle that she's going to be fighting from. So y'all are being a little fucking ridiculous about it, actually. Chill out. Also, the other thing is that, you know, she's going to have, because every character that's been released so far has, like, every character that's been released so far does have, like, a second outfit and everything. So, realistically speaking, the word is going to come to me. Realistically speaking, she is going to have her classic outfit in some way, shape, or form anyway. So if it bothers you that much, you will likely be able to go and get her second outfit. If I remember correctly, if you got either the character pass or the character, I'm trying to think about it. I don't remember if getting a DLC character means that you already have their outfit too, or if you have to, Give me a second. I gotta get this. I gotta do a trick real quick to get it to recognize the controller because I messed up. Season pass gives all costumes for the characters from that season. Okay, fair. Right. So I don't know if like buying her single will do that. I'd have to go check like Terry or Mai's page to see if that happens too. But like if it bothers people that okay. I have to be very careful about how I say that. It doesn't? Okay. I have to be very careful about how I say that because I almost said you can literally just go get her character outfit 2 for free, but it does require that you at least hold on. These. Nope. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. No. Not what I wanted to do. Didn't want to do that. Okay. Which one of these keys was it? All right. So yeah, like so for people who don't play Street Fighter 6, basically speaking, every character's classic outfit, if you want to use it, you do not have to pay for it. Every character's classic outfit in Street Fighter 6, if you want it. Yeah, I never got Season 4 pass because both L and Venom and Dizzy are locked off. So, oh right, the reason why I didn't get Season Pass 4 is because Jam's not in it. I have to be honest, Jam's not in it, so I kind of didn't give a shit, which is fair. I have to be honest. I don't hate Guilty Gear Strive, but like Season Pass 4 didn't inspire me, which is why I haven't played it for a while. It wasn't there for me. And I guess very specifically, I should specify that the primary reason for that is okay, right. I need to remember, and this is why I wanted to come into training mode because I want to remember because I know that they've changed Sin's roots from the last time I was playing, and I didn't. I haven't. I'm trying to remember what it was because I know that they've. There we go. That's what it was. I just couldn't remember what my launcher was. There we go. That's what it was. There we go. I was having trouble remembering what my launcher was at mid-screen because I know that they changed Puff Stomp so you can't do it as easily. Oh no, it does actually still work. You just have to spin one meter. I'm hoping to see one of either Sagat, Alex, or Sean in Season 3. Yeah, like, my personal bet is that probably Alex... Hey, Shiny. That's what it was. Yeah, you have to do. Nope, I'm trying to remember what it was because I know they changed the routing here. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Alex seems like a safe bet. I feel like Sagat. Yeah, Alex or Sagat of those that you picked feels pretty much right. Sean's tough because like basically we got his sister instead in Street Fighter 5. He wasn't in Street Fighter 4 at all. I would like to see him come back. It would be nice. I also, honestly, depending in my brain, I'm like Sakura is also maybe an option. As I think about it now.
Danger.
Sorry, give me a second. Somebody pinged me about a thing. Might be cool to see, but looks like Captain should have asked Sagat. Yeah, Sakura. Yeah, Alex Sagat, Sakura, Makoto. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if they add Sagat or Sakura, I would try them. Sagat looks cool, and Sakura's Sagat. You will love Sagat if Sagat makes it in, because I know that you like to agitate people with fireballs, and you like having long limbs, and Sagat is very good at both of those things. He fucks people up like a lot. Sakura will be interesting. Okay, yeah, I mostly remember it now. So yeah. Yeah. So basically, if you're doing mid-screen extensions, you basically just want you want Clockmaker, because then you can just do this. Yeah, there we go. So the reason why I had to stop for a minute and kind of just like sort this out with Sin real quick is because basically the last time that we played Strive, they recently changed some of Sin's combo routes at the time that we last played it. So like I used to be able to do stuff like that would work, but it doesn't work anymore. you have to use like a much lighter button now or something like that in order to like keep it going. You're gonna do it like that. So the changes to the combo routes mostly necessitate you do stuff like Hawkbreaker in order to like get that kind of pickup stuff going. I don't even think like this works in the corner anymore. Or if you're going to do extra extensions for Stomp, you have to spend extra meter. Like you have to do that follow-up in order to like make it actually come out. Hang on. I have to remember the trick for doing hang on a second, y'all give me a second. There we go. It was like that, I think. There was an input trick that I used to do that I've sort of forgotten for actually canceling yeah, I'm trying to remember how to do power cancel. It's yeah, you can do there we go. I almost had the memory back. It was yeah, I'm trying to remember. So basically Sin I saw high and low fireballs and was like, oh yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah, pretty much. Like Sagat's whole thing is that like with Tiger Shot and Grand Tiger Shot, he just like annoys the fuck out of people and then makes them jump and get popped by like Tiger Uppercut. And then even beyond that, he just has really long fucking limbs. And it's really obnoxious to fight against Sagat when he's like ready for that. But yeah, so Sin has a mechanic where if he has enough stamina, there we go. Sin has a mechanic where if he has enough stamina gauge, he can, especially if you do the input correctly, you can actually cancel his special moves into overdrives like that, which is not something other characters in the game can do, but he requires a bar of stamina for it. And so the trick is that you have to like partition the input in a very specific way in order to get it to come out, at least easily. So I was mostly just trying to remember how to do it. Oh wait, I forgot to say. Squishy, you might be lurking, but thank you for the resub. I deeply appreciate it. Sorry about that. This is how you can tell I'm still a little bit off my game. a little because I remember to call those out when those happen. But thank you so much, Gucci, for the 15-month sub. Deeply appreciated. Thank you. Because we should fix. Huh, I guess it's just easy to do it like that, isn't it? It's easy to do with RTO, I think, because the reason why I want to get this into my toolkit is because it makes conversion off of like certain things a lot easier. You know, in this case, right? If you do Hawkbaker in a combo, you don't really have to even worry about it. Because you can just do like this. Hawkbaker. Do that and buy time to do it again. Mostly because the other change that got made is that what happens now is that doing Kara cancel supers is more expensive with Sin anyway. So you have to be very deliberate about Yes, that wasn't it. I'm just trying to remember how to do it, just in case I need it for something. But I can probably do without it if I really have to. Let's see here. Let's go fuck around. I guess I could also just pull out Elfelt. I could just pull out Elfelt. We can see how that goes. I am completely cold on her and don't remember any of her stuff. But it's fine. Fuck it, we ball. Who do I even have? Yeah, I have Sin up anyway, so this means that past me was already thinking about this. You know who else has Final Fireball? Caesar in All-Star Battle Royale. He's a stationary Fireball. Yeah. Yep. That sounds exactly like your brand of bullshit, because you enjoy that. This is why I was saying you'll like Sagat. I don't quite know how to I don't know quite how to characterize like Sakura, for example, or I would kind of like muse over what works with her and what you might like about her, but I don't quite have. Okay. Yep, hammer. Yep, got the burst. I got hit by that. Oh, damn. And then meteors are gonna drop. And I got hit by skeletons. Like the second character tried, I saw the fireballs. I was like, I found him. This is my guy. Yep. Meteors in front of my turn. If we do that, yep. Made me jump. Okay. Off. Right, I forgot. they take away? I'm trying to remember if they took away. No, I don't think they took away Invul on Hawkbaker. It's just that like the raw version doesn't provide combo opportunities anymore. Jojo, yeah. Hey CJ. Yeah. You and CJ, hopefully well. Alright, let's see. Man, damn it, Faust. So the thing that's annoying about Faust is mostly that because its limbs are so long, because Faust's limbs are so long, it's one of those things where like you have to like spend a lot of time too low. Because Faust's limbs are so long, you have to spend a lot of time trying not to get checked by him doing stuff. And a good Faust knows how to use items to properly cover his approach. I like ASBR and I'm sad it will never get rollback. Yeah, like literally that's the thing that is basically kind of like put it in the hole more than anything else. Like the fact, and part of it is that it is just really hard to like retrofit rollback into a game that didn't have it initially. Dick. And now Rose on fire, and I got hit by the command gap again. Yeah, it's one of those things where like retrofitting it into a game that didn't already have it is pretty difficult if you don't have the technical resources to actually like make it work. But also, CyberConnect 2 and Bamco kind of just fucked it up by not putting in the work to get that infrastructure. They did it to themselves. Right? Can't fucking jump at Faust. It's really annoying, and I hate it a lot. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll port remaster again in a decade and the original get rolled back. Maybe, but probably by that point, the infrastructure will be so aged that they probably wouldn't bother. Unfortunately, well, I don't know. I've been surprised before. People who have gotten like there are people that have managed. There are people who managed to basically back engineer rollback into Accent Core plus R. So never say never on that, I guess. Okay. God damn it. It's always the command throw. So the reason why the command throw is really annoying is because if Faust sets it on fire, if Faust sets the Afro on fire, then it detonates and does more damage. And this is why Pass is annoying. It's like that was like his 6P. So basically, literally, this person's killing me off of setting up situations where I either think I can't stop the command throw or can't stop the command throw, and they're deliberately like, "No, fuck off." And then when I try to approach from the air, I get popped by fuck me. I get popped by like 6P or something, trying to like avoid getting my shit pushed in, which is really annoying. There's a reason why I don't like fighting Faust. Yeah, fuck! Damn right, I'll do it twice. Every time. Okay, just empty jump and grab stuff. Ah, god damn it, meteors! Almost had it. I haven't played it in the couple patch, might be wrong. The items go faster. I think. If you go look up the patch notes for when Dizzy was released, that was the last time the major changes happened. So if you go look up like Dizzy's patch notes, fuck off. No one's obligated to do the run back, but like really. Yeah, grumble. I have to leave. I gotta live with that. I was kind of like the panic first. You realize, oh, that's silly and fun, and then you realize it has a hitbox and it's just silly now, and then, yep.
Mankind knew that Duel 1. Let's rock.
There we go. Yep, got the first early. No. Oh, that's not good. So when Baiken hits you with that version of Kabari, where y'all are like tethered together, you are basically forced. It's like a tension line, where you're forced to like stay within a certain distance of her. And what winds up happening is that it lets her do combos that she couldn't do before, but it also lets you do combos that you couldn't do before. Ah, yep, Ryo Hansen. Toss up. Love that. Yep. Fuck off. I should have done RTO. I didn't trust it. My instincts are off. Okay, yes, yes. Jumping back to no audio again, I got MSQ to do good luck. Yeah. Guilty Gear Spouse, she has Blanca. Jojo has 2 Joe Stars. Yeah. I mean, Street Fighter has had like Blanca probably isn't even like the only one. I just can't think of anybody else right now because I'm fighting for my life. Yeah, gun. And that's why having the coppery wire on you is dangerous. Because, again, alright, I forgot 6P's also got nerfed, so I need to be careful about that. This off. Alright, bike and parry. And then I got hit by Prosopial Zansen again. Yeah, and then I got hit by 6P, so I was in the air too much. Kami. Kami. Yep. Kami sets. Damn, he's still on? Alright. Ah, no. I fucked up. So, because she did the Roman cancel there, she was able to block the burst. Baiken is cool. If I play Strive more, I probably play her some. Yeah, the thing about Baiken also is that it doesn't look like it initially when you look at her and all the things that she can do. But, like, Baiken is also extreme. Well, you see it more when you watch somebody who knows how to play Baiken play her really well. But Baiken is, like, extremely, like, tilted toward offense heavy type of behavior. And you gotta really be, like, prepared for, like, knowing when to pop the fuck off. Because with Baiken in particular, if you hesitate, you lose a lot of your momentum very easily. Damn it! Okay, I gotta black that fucking Prosopial Zansen every time. Every time I get hit by it because I'm not paying attention to the dash. Also, the other thing to keep in mind is that Baiken, though she doesn't look like it, relatively speaking, compared to other members of the cast, to balance out like that really high offensive potential that she has, is also really fragile. So, yeah, she's fun, and the reason why I don't play her that often is mostly because in a game, like, I know that there are people I've spoken to who are like, sometimes, like, having low health is not entirely as much of a factor in balance as it would seem like, which is true, but also depending on the character and depending on the game, it actually matters a lot. Yeah, view main with my yeah, it makes sense. No, yeah, knowing how you play that makes sense. I want to punch people in the face, so that's me. Wait, and you can air block? Ah, you can air block Hawk Baker. That's annoying. But I guess it makes sense because he is in the air for part of that. Yeah, I fucked up, and I did the Blitz Shield too. Well, not Blitz Shield, whatever. I did that thing too early. Hey Kaz, how you doing? RTL. Damn it! I was hoping that the extra burst from the RTL Ender would cause a wall break and I would get the kill that way, but I think Cavalry was still active. So I think slash Cavalry was still active, so he stayed close to me instead of getting blasted out. Maybe. I may have also just not been close enough to the wall to make it work. Fuck. Yeah, that was clever. At this point in day shopping behind, I'm alright. We take those. Yeah. Maybe I'm more suited to Street Fighter again after all. Maybe in my old age and my break from this game, I have become too rusty. Or it could be that I also am just not feeling the vibe because, like, I get it. Lucy is cool, and considering like other games choosing absolute bullshit for their crossover characters, I'm aware that it could always be worse. But like, Lucy doesn't spark joy like that. Like, I really would have preferred Jam, and I don't know why they didn't pick Jam. I don't know why. It's because she's not as popular, and you know it's Arc Sys, and they do these things. Like Lucy is not an unfitting choice because at least, right, like stylistically, at least, like, Edgerunners is much closer in, like, actual, like, style to Guilty Gear in a lot of ways, and so it's easier for me to accept that. Like, and again, we're not talking, like, the other dreaded game that I don't want to talk about right now, where their idea of a crossover is to add the real image of a sex pest and, a DJ who is literally who as their idea of guest characters because, you know, certain moneyed interests control the way that the owning company works. So, like, by comparison to all of that, like, I don't mind Lucy nearly as much. She just doesn't spark joy. You know? I'd much rather have Elena. And I do have Elena. And I will have Elena. And she's not a crossover character. So, you know. Yeah, maybe Street Fighter in a little bit. Because it's not that I'm... Ah, fuck! It's not that I'm like... Yeah, away from... They're not taking that out. It's not happening. The backlash has not been strong enough nor vocal enough for them to consider doing it. Like, it would have to be to a degree that it would have to be to a degree that like yeah, they're not taking out. It's not happening. They're not. Like most games press doesn't care enough to make that big of a think about it. And even if they did, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it would have to be concerted, and it would have to be concerted and focused and a bunch of other stuff. And there's a pretty good chance that even if it was sent directly to like the development team, they probably can't override the people who told them to put those characters in. And at this point, it would be, given that City of the Wolves coming out like next week, they can't. At this point, they can't do it. It's too close now. Because City of the Wolves launching next week means that game has highly likely already. I'm gonna switch to Street Fighter. Brain is itching. Yeah, the release is way too close, so there's no way that they can do it. I wish that they would too, but they're not gonna change it. Release is too close for them to bother, and there isn't enough fuss about it for them to really be in the mood to try. So I'm not playing it. Mike gets stuck playing 15 till they collapse in 4. Yeah, at this point, I think it is highly likely that probably they won't explode again. They probably won't explode again, given the money that is popping them up. They are probably in solvency for like a hot minute. Not insolvent, but rather they are solvent for a long while, until or unless the odds of that happening are really low, is basically what I'm getting at. Of like it entirely falling apart, that's probably not happening. Much as I also wish that it would, probably not. So yeah, at this particular point, the way I primarily feel about it is that I'm just like, all right, then I guess.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while with president. Yeah, basically at this point, my main line of thought is mostly that the and the reason why I'm being circumspect about who owns it, if you look it up, you'll know. But I would say brace yourself if you dig deep enough for learning about like the person or people who are like controlling SNK at this point, insofar as like above the dev team. They are doing a very, very concerted effort to use like sports washing and stuff to try to be like, hey, yeah, look at what we're investing in, and don't pay any attention to the horrible human rights violations that have happened in the country where we're at, which we are likely more than responsible for, or at least the person who owns is responsible for, in a very undeniable capacity, right? Again, you gotta go look it up. I'm being circumspect about it just to avoid like getting like flat bop, but like, and because I don't want to get into it more so. But yeah, so they might collapse again, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where basically people who are kind of like enforcing the funk there have to basically choose to give up on games watching as a viable strategy in order to like actually for that to happen. I think, yeah, they'll be fine until the owner loses interest. That's pretty much the play. So I know that I didn't bother warming up at all, but I was playing Street Fighter 6 recently-ish, so I should be okay insofar as like needing to actually warm up. I like that Kenara in the intro. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Stay down. Stay down.
Perfect! Get ready, fighters! Triumph or die!
Stay down. My turn.
Got be careful though. Yep.
Watch your head.
Oops, messed up the cancels there. Yeah. Yeah, cooked.
Mine wins! It's showtime! Face it straight!
That hurt.
Stay down.
The last comment I'll make about the problem is that at least King Fight his thing's really good. Yeah. Yep.
Stay down.
Yep. Very good. This won't kill, I don't.
Like a butterfly,
I think.
stinging like a bee.
Never mind. It did. Gonna go supposed to be every. Okay.
Mine wins! Here comes a new challenger!
Continue.
It's showtime! Face it straight!
Easy. Yep. Good side. Yep. Fair. Okay. Good throw. Yep. That's fair. Alright, I gotta sort it out a little.
Fighters!
Now I can tell I'm a. To quote one Falco Lombardi, "You're off your game, Fox."
Stay down.
Yeah, this Kimberly is patient, and that's good. So the main thing about Kimberly is that while she doesn't do a lot of damage unless you get off her Super R3, which literally increases the amount of damage she does, as well as her movement speed. Yeah. Yep, nope, cooked me. She has a lot of mobility to make up for that. And then when she does get Super Art 3, her mobility increases in terms of her walk speed and her damage goes up. So, like, Kimberly players that are patient are really dangerous because they leverage a lot of that movement stuff. Like that, like you see there. Yep.
Stay down. Stay down. Wait.
No, I wanted. Oh, see, I had low enough health that I made it. Whew. I wanted to do drive reversal instead of drive impact, but we take those. Yeah, and here's where I have to worry now. So this is her Super Art 3 Ninja Star Cypher. Her damage goes up. Her movement speed increases for walks and things like that. Yeah, oh. They should have done Bushin beats. I would have died. Not that it mattered, but if they'd done instead of the that little instead of doing that Cypher slash thing, if they'd done level 1 super, I would have died. I think. Because they would have had they had the spray can. They had the spray can on deck, so they would have gotten the extra hit from Super Art 1 and I would have died. Would have gotten cooked.
Let's go. Ring the bell.
Yep, he came back just in time. Your boy. They called me a freak.
Get ready, fighters. Triumph or die.
Nope, I'm gonna get punished. I know, I shouldn't have done that. I should have literally just... The moment that Ed got into the yellow range, and I started getting like the Ryu Embu hits out, I should have just fucking popped him. I was fucking around too much, I didn't recognize it. That's my own fault. I ran it back, but that was a little bit too much fucking around, and I nearly found out. Plus. Yeah, there's that mid-range stuff.
Get ready, fighters. Triumph or die.
Fair. Yeah, good. Use the kill rush. Yeah, so you see how they're keeping like that nice little middle distance? This is where Ed excels. He's an outbox. He's like an outboxer. Getting in people's face with him is not a bad thing, but with the way that a lot of his buttons are arranged, you want to be out here. You don't want to be in people's faces because you don't get to use his best tools when you're breathing in somebody's stank with Ed. You're not getting to use a lot of his like best buttons. Nope.
Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
Yeah, he only wants to be close on his terms. That usually involves getting away from them right away afterward. Yep, pretty much. And the reason why I'm looking forward to Elena in particular is because Elena has a very nice mix of... So here's how I look at it, right? If Sagat is sort of a play on the archetype of a Shoto by having long limbs in addition to like fireballs, Elena is sort of a play on being able to do like rush down and conversion stuff, except as a character with really long limbs traditionally. All right, so Guile. I haven't fought a Guile in a minute, so it's gonna be a little tricky. So the main thing with Guile is that as a character, he is a defensive powerhouse because of charge inputs and things like that. His fireballs are also really fast, and they have really good recovery time. So the main thing with fighting Elena rushed out, yeah, basically, in very many words. I didn't want to do EX there.
Stay down.
It's so lucky though that fucking Shinobi Bachi came out during that drive impact, because otherwise I would have gotten hit by that shit. Yeah. Trying to win a fireball war, like Guile is not as good at fireball wars necessarily, but like as a character defensively, he is very difficult to crack. So the main trick when fighting against the Guile in most circumstances is that you have to force him to be the one to extend. Because basically, unlike with other characters who have like, you're cooked. The main thing with Guile is that because his fireballs recover very, very quickly, and because his flash kick is not a motion input, it's a down-up charge. So you basically, with other characters who have like reversals where you have to input a motion, it is possible, if you're careful, or if they're not expecting certain angles of jump in, for you to like fuck up and force somebody to fuck up the input. But like, yeah, like flash kick, you can't force people to like, fuck up their input with flash kicks. Getting popped by a flash kick is something that like Guile excels at making you. He'll make you pop. He'll make you eat one at some point. So a lot of like playing against him involves a lot of like. a lot of it involves like either you bait flash kicks, and you try not to put yourself in a position where, because like yeah, like see that situation right there. Like if Guile had probably been in like in a little bit less of a shitty spot there, there's a pretty good chance that he could have still popped me with a flash kick when I was trying to come down on his head, and then I would have eaten shit, right? Because again, like, you can't get people to like fuck up flash kick inputs nearly as much as you would like other kinds of input reversal or other kinds of reversal input. Very hard to make people mess that up. I thought about playing Guile, but long charge time bugs me like Chaos charge time better. Yeah. The equivalent of Kensho, you can the archetype as a kind. Yeah, pretty much. That is fair. That is fairly accurate. So yeah, granted, right, the main thing is that like Guile has to be more careful about
Stay down. Watch your head.
I almost said Ryu sure you can, but I'm pretty sure Ken's better and you get like
Fighters.
complicated. The main thing, and this is something you already know, so I'm saying it more for the edification of the audience who doesn't. I would say that the main thing is mostly that Ryu chooses it for his Shoryuken.
Stay down.
It's just more so that it focuses more on stopping power, whereas Ken's is about juggle utility, is what I would say.
Stay down. Stay down.
So, yeah, at least in that context, I think that's the primary way to sort of, like, categorize the feel between them. Where it's like, yeah, like, Ken's is really good for, like, combo flare and juggles and stuff like that, and is a little flashier in that case, and then Ryu trades a lot of that for just straight-up stopping power. So it's a little easier to get. This is why, for example, stuff like EX Donkey Kick into Shoryuken for Ryu does so much damage because he focuses all of that power into like the one hit. All right, Modern League. So Modern, for people who don't know, Street Fighter 6 control stuff is that it allows for single button specials and things like that, which means that mostly against modern players, you don't want to jump very much. You want to jump less against modern players, unless they demonstrate that they're asleep, basically, because that happens. The only thing that I wish for Donkey Kick is that they would bring back the old animation. Donkey Kick's old animation was way cool. It was like way cooler. And the fact that we have the one that we have now is very unfortunate. Yeah, no, I'm cooked. And that's the only reason why you have to be very careful about certain things, because like with modern players, if they have good enough reactions, very quick inputs on supers and specials and things like that, so it becomes easier for them to like muscle their way out of certain situations. But like the main trade-off is that with modern, depending on the character, you lose the ability to do certain things on demand.
Stay down.
Yep. Yeah, that was good.
Good call. I'm just happy this one occasionally lost it for touch across the stage. Yeah. Yep. Didn't want to do that. I got him in the corner now. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Fuck. Too close. Yeah, this is why like fighting against modern players is really hard because and I'm really excited to learn OD Donkey Control Charge to say too. Yeah. This is why fighting against modern players is a little difficult because if they have a good enough understanding of system stuff, then they wind up being able to take advantage of like certain things to just sort of like get in and get their licks in. And this is all stuff that like a classic player can do, to be clear. It's just a little bit harder. Yep. Yeah. And what's happening is that I'm becoming too eager to use Musasabi no Mai to try to get over fireballs that they're not presenting. That's not safe.
Stay down. Stay down.
Yeah, no, that wasn't gonna happen. Fuck. I wanted to grab miss. I'm not gonna die, but I'm gonna be burned out. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta hold that. That's fine. They got me. So yeah, this is why like people who are again, right? So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, modern players for scrub, modern is for scrubs, blah blah blah. Like modern players are basically cheating at the game, blah blah blah. And it's not even that. It's just that you have to sort of change your play strategy a little bit because there are just certain things that you don't get away with as easily that like a classic player would have to like do certain reaction things to. But then there are also ways that if you're careful and the other modern player, like with anything else, it's psychology more than anything else.
Watch your head.
messed up.
Stay down.
No! That's so unfortunate. That didn't reach. He hit the. I think I would have still. I think even hitting the fan wouldn't have necessarily stopped it from working. But it looks like he hit the fan first. That's unfortunate. Good Shoryu.
Stay down.
And then you're paying the Akuma tax. So again, for people who are not familiar with Street Fighter 6, the average health in this game, or at least the what we would call the normal HP amount, is there are a couple characters who have 10,500, only one that has 11,000, and only one that has 9,000. Of those characters, Akuma is the only one with 9,000 health. Now, the main thing is that, like, if the Akuma player is good enough, this doesn't really matter. But in situations where I should have just done SA3 to kill. I was fucking around too much, and I could have died there if they mounted a comeback correctly. But basically speaking, what I jokingly call the Akuma tax is the fact that by playing Akuma, you accept that you basically have below what we would call the standard amount of health in Street Fighter 6, as it is for most games that Akuma's in, and that's mostly meant to offset the fact that he has such ridiculous offensive potential. Like, an Akuma that is comfortable and knows how to cook, the 9k health doesn't matter that much in practice with an Akuma who, like, is feeling comfortable, right? Yeah, good fireballs. So yeah, like, once an Akuma, like, gets started and, like, really can, like, feel it out, they'll run you the fuck over. And it doesn't matter that they have, like, less health than most members of the cast. So if you're listening, but I'm gonna be eating for a bit, not typing, and I'm chewing on, making witty jokes. Absolutely. I shouldn't have done that there. Too close. Yep, fair. Yep. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, so that's what happens. Like, once Akuma's, like, in his shit, fire, like, ground and air fireball coverage, demon flip stuff to, like, approach you, without really worrying about things like that. Like, Akuma's like a monster once he gets going. All the times that he showed for Ryu Engine to come out, I'm crying. Alright, that's alright. Okay, wow. I'm trying to get over that. That is the thing that I realized recently is,
A new warrior has entered the ring!
oh hey, it's another Ed. Yeah, again, like, Akuma will, like, fuck, right, I said the thing I was trying to work on. Sorry. The thing I've been trying to work on is not being upset when people don't give me, a full set. I like having a full set because, like, aside from, oh yeah, I get to play more, it's also an opportunity to like really sort of like feel out if my understanding of what the person is doing has actually evolved in any meaningful way. When people one and done and I don't get that opportunity, it annoys me a little bit. But I like having the opportunity to like try to see if I understand better where I made mistakes, but like being denied like a run back with like a one and done annoys me in that sense. But I also understand why I'm trying to be more understanding of the fact that it's like people have shit to do. So sometimes like people doing a one and done is not like that they disrespect you as like a player or anything like that. It's just people are busy. They have things to do. Got right over my head. If it's a little farther back when I'd done that, or if I'd just done the one EX fan, it might have been enough. Yeah. Yeah.
It's showtime. Face it straight.
Okay, yeah, no, they're awake. I'm not catching them with any of this shit. They're always walking away. I see. They're always walking away and they're expecting kickbacks. So I need to use less of those. Yeah, they're always walking away. No. Can't figure it out. The walking, I can't press them, which is the part that's like getting me fucked up a little bit. I'm deeply my physical has therapy, excellent for being way better than kind of like, yeah. Damn it, Ma, really? Hi, Mom. Give me a second. I have to call you back. I'm on stream. Okay, so give me a little bit, and I'll call you back. Alrighty. So, showing ass with Lulu and Mog, I appreciate it. But yeah, like I saw the thing that you If I didn't say hi before, Shiny, hi, Shiny. Yeah, I saw the thing that you said before, and I'm just like, yeah.
Show me what you have. Time to play.
It's showtime! Face it straight!
You're welcome, that music slap. Fuck. Nope, wrong one.
Stay down. Stay down.
Yeah, that's the kill. Yeah.
Get ready, fighters!
But yeah, this is why, like, personally, like, when it comes to like one and dones and stuff like that, I much prefer I pushed too hard. Now I'm burnout. Okay, Mai does have an air throw. I was like, does Mai have an air throw? I don't remember. Yeah.
Stay down.
Yep, I got low crushed. So, yep.
Final round! Triumph or die!
X. Yeah, no, it's too close to that. Need a little time. This is not gonna kill. But I need a little time to regenerate drive meter and to deliberately put. There we go.
My wins!
I wanted to do super there to like both basically force their health lower and to put me at a drive advantage on purpose. Very good. Yep. Yeah, the loaded for bear. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'll be right back in a few minutes. But yeah, I think my saving can go. Okay, no, I'm done being nice. Can't be nice again. Yeah,
Fighters! Triumph
I get it.
or die!
Yeah, I should be dead. So the thing about Perfect Carry is that while it scales your damage immensely, when you pull it off, they had to change that very early before the game got released because, like, lol, hey, Lamau, getting this much damage off of Perfect Carry is not okay. So Perfect Parry, like the damage that you get from doing stuff after Perfect Parry is greatly reduced. Like, doing one is still really good. yeah, no, I'm jumping too much. That's why they're able to.
Get ready, fighters! Triumph or die!
Nice.
Stay down.
Alright. Yeah, my buttons are a little choppy. I'm getting a little.
Stay down. Stay down. This is gonna hurt.
My wins!
You need to fix that attitude problem. You'll start pointing at things with your feet. Yo, that's wicked. That's wicked to say to somebody. Like, you need to fix that attitude problem of yours, and you stop pointing at things with your feet. Imagine you look an angry spider taekwondo lady in the face and say, "You need to stop pointing at things with your feet, nerd."
It's showtime! Face it straight!
Stay down.
Yep. Uh-huh. That's not good. Not ideal. Hmm. Nope.
Stay down.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't block low quickly enough for that. I messed up.
Or die!
Couldn't have done that.
Stay down. My turn. Stay down.
Final round! Triumph or die!
Strike.
wins.
Your attacks may sting like a bee, but not as much as mine. Yeah, I was a Cammy player, so I don't know all of Cammy's bullshit, but I know enough of it to be well, let me phrase it a little more carefully than that. There are times where I get caught by the bullshit despite knowing it, but because I am a Cammy player first and foremost, it's one of those things where like I know enough about, generally speaking, I know enough about like when the horse shit is coming. I have answers to most of it. Yeah, they weren't getting out of that. I checkmated them there. Good. Yeah, that's good. You're finished. That's plus. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Cammy as a character, for people who are not generally aware, sort of like close the close the loop here, right? Cammy players, or Cammy as a character, is very much based on the concept of rushdown, right? Which is like you get up in people's faces and you beat the shit out of them. That's kind of her thing, right? And that basically is how I play that's how I play fighting games generally. I like rushdown characters a lot. I don't normally play characters like projectiles and like stuff like that. And you can play any character in a rushdown style, but there are some that are more suited to it, and that's usually what we mean by rushdown character, right? Yeah. No, shouldn't have done that there. Front strike.
Get ready, fighters. Triumph or die.
Yeah, punish that, please. Here you go. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. I'm not dead, but it'll give time for them to get more drive cooldown knocked off their meter, which is more important in this situation. Yeah.
Luke wins. It's showtime. Face it straight.
Yeah, people are getting cleaner now because I'm working my way up. Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna have to start doing confirms to make sure that like people are standing up so I can start maximizing damage and corner carry. It's about the time I have to start optimizing. I'm going to keep doing this. Yeah, they called me out. I got caught. I would be more upset about that, but I was fucking around and I got caught. So, you know, it's what it is.
Here comes a new
Oh, hey, it's Blanca. Ah, modern Blanca. Ah, fuck. Okay. So, Blanca and Gremlin bullshit. We're about to see some of it. Right. That's not supposed to do for that. Yeah. So, Blanca's main thing, especially in this game, is that, basically speaking, depending on what version of Blanca Ball he uses, Blanca Ball being the horizontal traveling rolling attack, right? You cannot drive impact Blanca Ball. And he uses the different distances to basically make it harder to predict when he's going to do it. And then he'll do like a short Blanca Ball and stop right in front of you. He'll do a short Blanca Ball and stop in front of you, so that like if you try to like perfect parry him out of a heavy Blanca Ball, you eat shit. Or he'll do a light Blanca Ball to cover distance, and then throw you or command throw you or stuff like that. And that's why fighting against Blanca is a pain in the ass. In this game in particular, a lot of it comes down to like you have to know. You sort of have to like entice the Blanca into overextending, and you have to be really good at like catching heavy Blanca Balls like perfect parries and stuff. If you really want to like, fuck them up a lot, it's Bimson. Yeah. So yeah, Bison's whole thing is mostly that while his normals are very slow, he has very long buttons, and once he has the opportunity to like put pressure on you, you kind of eat shit, and it's very, very difficult to kind of like get Bison off of you once he's on you. Like as you see with like a lot of like the Skull Diver stuff, where I get like my head stomped on, and then it's like, well, he comes back down and does bullshit. That's the kind of thing I mean. Like Bison, the main thing is that because Bison is physically very slow, and some of his normals can be a little weighty, it basically just means that it is a little harder to establish as the Bison player against somebody. A little. You have to be more deliberate about when you press buttons and how you press your advantage. But once you do, like if you have that sensation down, people eat shit. against Bison. He's very scary like that. Welcome back, Cat Wizard. Yeah, you were eating without sound, so you probably at least saw the Ed even if you couldn't say anything. Yeah, well. I fucked up the combo. I wanted to do. I'm cooked. Sure you can. I wanted to do after the Ryu Embu. I wanted to do Kage no Mai because that would have killed probably. Yep. Ooh. I like that. That was cute. Hadouken. Yep. A nice little backup there to try to like make space. Yep. Hadouken. Oh no! I'm cooked. Even the bit where my Killjoy is not pointing to the different. Yeah, I'm cooked. Sure you can. Yeah, no, Ryu will fuck you up. So, yeah, the main thing is that with Ryu in particular, right, there's more to your techniques than meets the eye. I can tell you trained rigorously. Yeah, like Ryu's whole thing is always going to be big punchy, which is why it's like... Yeah, that's fair. Nope. Ooh, you tried it. I saw that, and I respect that, but nah. That time, the timing was just unfortunate for the Ryu. Damn. I thought I got the 4MK out in time. Hadouken! Yeah, no, I gotta just straight up. I gotta just like straight up Ryu engine that shit because I think the hitboxes will fade if I don't start doing that. Sure you can. Let her fireball solved all your problems. Yeah. Let me try something real quick, actually. Okay, yeah. Good luck, AJ. Thank you, Sabira. Okay, so yeah. He's what D&D murder fiend wizard players wish they could be. Lol. Oh hey, and it's Ken.
Face it straight. Hadouken.
Stay down. Hadouken.
close. You can't do that close. I respect that you were trying to establish pressure, but too close. Can't do that at that distance. Not safe. Ah, wrong one.
Stay down. Stay down. My turn. Stay up. Stay down.
No, I shouldn't have backed up. That's my fault. Let's see. Yeah, I know that's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one.
Stay down.
That's unfortunate. The Ken could have killed me doing most of that, and they couldn't close.
Stay down.
Good, show you Reppa.
Stay down. Watch your head. Hattosen. My turn. Stay up.
Get ready, fighters! Triumph or die!
Stay down. Hattosen.
Good. Good throw. Yeah, no. If I hadn't dropped the combo when I burned out, I would have killed him. Dropped it.
How's
Fuck, I wanted to do drive reversal. I wanted to do drive reversal. I fucked it up. That's on me. I fucked it up. I wanted to do drive reversal there to force them off. No. I need to think of something different in the corner. Or when I have them in the corner, I need to start acting options again. I'm getting a little too complacent. Just trying to like do jump bait stuff. Yeah. Side switch. This should kill.
Floating like a butterfly, singing like a bee.
Alrighty.
My win.
That's a pretty good spot to stop, I think. Because it's like 9:05 and I gotta make sure I remember to call my mom. So we'll call that there. But thank y'all for coming by. I appreciate it. For those of you that are in the Gilded, I will let you know the results of the thing once I know about what has happened with the thing. I have no clue when they're going to tell us. They were very deliberate about not telling us when we're going to find out results. At least when Crystal asked about it, when Katie asked about it, rather. Sorry. When Katie asked about it, they didn't tell us when to expect an answer. So, I have no clue when we're gonna find out. It could be on Monday. It could be any time next week. It could be, who knows? Don't know. We'll have to see. But thank y'all for coming by. Nightbot has already done the announcements for me, so I'm not going to redo them. Game announcements, design articles are at my NeoCities. Stream VODs are at my YouTube. Ko-Fi, if you want to support me in the stream but don't want to give money to Amazon or Jeff Bezos, go there. Do that. Throne, you can gift me stuff anonymously and safely through Throne. And then my card has my other social media links on it. We have a Gilded instead of a Discord because Discord is annoying sometimes and they keep like doing things that are annoying. Then again, so does Gilded, only in the sense that you have to have a Roblox account now in order to join it. If that's not a thing you want to do, I understand. That's fine. You don't have to. Just letting you know that that's it. We watch anime and stuff. Like we're watching Samurai Champloo right now. But you only get to do that if you don't need to go. You only get to do that if you join the Gilded, if you're interested. And then last but not least, Munity, which is the game dev studio cooperative that I helped co-found. We have a website. We have a Patreon, and we have a demo of the game to play. If you want to play it, that's the thing that I went to go do an incubator thing for today. So we'll see whether or not I got in and how that. So thank y'all for coming. Next stream is Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe a little late, maybe, depending on the thing. We're playing Pokemon Crystal. I'm back in the saddle. I'm feeling like I'm ready to go. I'm recharged. So we're on that. As for where we're going Way out to. Let me go to real quick. What's up with that? And then we'll go from there. And let it go, kick low. Get up and get wild and get ready to go. Okay, yeah, we went to J-Rock last time. Twisted is still on cooldown. T5 is probably off of it, yeah. But we gotta find somebody else though. So let me see here. Let me take a look and see. Who do we have? Oh, huh. Do I want to go there? Nah. Let me see here. Yeah, I think of people that I know and who know me and who we stop by often. I think today's a Data Dave day. Today is a Data Dave day, I should think. Yes, it is. We're gonna go hang out with Data Dave. Right now, he's playing. It's a sports game. It's called Rematch, but it looks less like you know, blah blah boring EA sports in the game type soccer, and a little bit more like stylized, a little more interesting in terms of like other stuff. So we're gonna go chill with Data Dave and watch him play some Rematch. Thank y'all for coming by. I deeply appreciate it. This is our raid message. SGH does raid. You can use whatever emotes you want. They don't have to be my emotes. Just make sure they're appropriate. And I'll catch y'all next time. Stay safe, wash your hands if you go outside, wear a mask, be excellent to each other. Not to bigots, racist, turf, sexist, anti-queer folks, or fascists. This is your reminder. Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, reproductive rights are human rights. Yeah, Rematch looks way, way cooler than like just like EA stuff. I already like the look of it already. And I don't normally like sports games. I already like the look of this game a lot more. It looks like they actually care. Right. I'm trying to remember where I left off in my spiel. Take care of each other. Do what you can to take care of the people around you, of the people you care for, all these other things. Do what you can. That's the important part. That's pretty much all I have to say. We're going to be heading out now. Oh, it's because it's a slow clap game. That would explain why it actually looks like people like give a shit. Hi, Shan. You came in just in time for us to leave. So you get to go watch soccer with the rest of us while we watch Data Dave play Rematch. So catch you later, nerd. Alright, later, y'all. Till Sunday. Or whenever.